Hey everybody, this is Jared from ProPhoto, and I wanted to just take a couple minutes to talk to you about ProPhoto version 6. We are going to be releasing version 6 at the end of the summer, in fact September, and a lot of you have begun to ask about it already and thought that this might be a cool way to just talk to you briefly about what's going to be in it. We're really excited about ProPhoto 6 in general and kind of all the things we have planned for it. So, as you know, we released version 5 a little over a year ago, and it's been really well received. And since then, we've also, in the fall of last year, released our proofing plugin, which has also gotten really good feedback. And we have tons of neat ideas and things we want to do going into the future to iterate on that product as well. But right now, we are really focused on version 6 of ProPhoto and getting that into your hands as quickly as we can. So, I don't want to give it too many details right now, but stay tuned to the blog and Facebook and Twitter and stuff, and we'll be trickling out more information in the weeks and months to come. But I did want to let you know that the main thing about version 6, which you can be looking forward to, is that it is going to be fully responsive. And that word might not mean anything to you. A lot of you, I think, know what that means, but just real quickly, if you don't, a responsive website is sort of a specific technological term that means a website which knows how to automatically adapt to whatever screen size it's being viewed at. So whether that's a tiny smartphone or a big smartphone or a phablet or a tablet or a computer with a small screen or a computer with a huge screen. The sort of emerging best practice in our industry is that we should build websites that know how to reorganize and lay themselves out and just look great no matter what type of device and which way they're oriented and things like that. So that's what it means to be responsive. ProPhoto currently is not technically responsive, although it has a lot of responsive elements within it. What we've done instead in the past is we've kind of forked it so that we serve a different version of the site, which we call our mobile site. If any of you, most of you probably do have a ProPhoto site, you know what I mean. We have the mobile version of the site that we serve to smaller devices and phones, and then we serve your full version to tablets and computers. And that's also a great way to do it. It's totally Google friendly and works with their new algorithm and stuff. But it's been pretty clear for a little while that going forward, making sites all one that reflow and reorganize based on just what size they're at is kind of the wave of the future. And so we are definitely heading that way. The only thing that's really kept us from actually going fully responsive before this is we really wanted to do it right. We could have released a version of ProPhoto, a year or two ago that was responsive, but we felt at the time that we would have had to sort of yank out too much of what makes ProPhoto great, which is how customizable it is, and the fact that you can make it look really different and different from the other photographers in your area and your state that use it and things like that. And so we didn't want to just kind of give you a responsive version that just kept you in too tight of a box and limited your choices and customization options. So what that's led us to do is to work really hard to try to build you a product that's going to be responsive and give you kind of all of the advantages of being responsive, but is going to retain as much of the usability and flexibility and customizability that has kind of made ProPhoto great, and we hope will continue to make it great. So that's what we've been working on the last few months, and even before that. Actually, under the hood, our proofing product has a bunch of things that are responsive, even though they don't show up as responsive, but they were built that way because we've been gearing up for this for a long time. And even our slider gallery in ProPhoto version 5 was built to be fully responsive under the hood. So we've been investing a lot in this, and we've been getting ready for it. We're really excited. We've got a lot of stuff prototyped, and we are going to be getting it into your hands in September of 2015. So that's pretty exciting. We're happy about that. We're really working hard. We know, Google, you may have known just this spring, Google released kind of a tweak to their algorithm where they said they're going to really emphasize how mobile friendly your website is, even to the point of possibly penalizing you if you're not mobile friendly. The good news with ProPhoto 4 and ProPhoto 5 is that our mobile site completely is mobile friendly and passes all of their tests. But we know a lot of you have really wanted kind of that unified, responsive website. So we have kind of decided we're going to even ramp up our timeline and just do whatever we can to get that into your hands as quickly as possible. So all of that's coming. We've got a lot of stuff in progress. We just hired another really great engineer who's going to help us kind of push that across the finish line, and we really think you're going to like it. There are a couple small technical things you might want to be aware of. We are going to be requiring a higher version of PHP in ProPhoto 6, and we did this so that we can leverage a lot of the newer technologies and libraries and some of the great stuff that's happening in the PHP community. And the good news about that is 70–80% of you are already on a version of PHP that's going to be plenty high enough to support ProPhoto 6. And those of you who aren't, it's usually literally as simple as one phone call or one email to your web hosting. We're going to walk you through that step by step. In fact, in the coming weeks, if you're a ProPhoto 5 user, you're going to see a little area in your admin that's going to tell you if your site is ready for ProPhoto 6, and if it's not, exactly how to get it ready. So if you're excited about getting your hands on the responsive version of ProPhoto that's coming out in September, we're going to try to make that transition as easy as possible. And we have a ton of really great things planned as well for ProPhoto 6. We're going to be doing a really integrated, responsive, full screenable gallery system that's going to take a lot of the feedback you've given us about what you love about lightbox galleries, slideshows, sliders, and some of the different flexible options you want. We're going to make that all responsive, and we think you're going to love that. We're also really focusing on speed and performance. You may have seen that we put into ProPhoto 5 kind of an experimental caching feature. That's been leading up to some things we want to do in version 6, where we've wanted to put so much power into ProPhoto but not at all sacrifice speed. So we're building a native caching that's going to just work seamlessly out of the box and keep your sites loading super fast, even though they're going to be really powerful and be doing a lot of neat things for you under the hood. So that's what we're working on this summer, and we've kind of taken this mindset that we have all these things we want to do for ProPhoto 6, but we know you guys are really anxious to get your sites fully responsive. So we're going to be shipping in September, and even if we have to sort of leave out a few of the things we have planned when we initially released, we thought you'd prefer it if we just kind of got it out there. And so we're going to do that, and then we'll just keep iterating and keep releasing free updates like we often do on into October and November and for a couple months until we have all the things that are sort of on our roadmap until we get them all out to you. So if you have any questions about that, you're always welcome to leave a comment on the blog or shoot us a support request. But again, we'll be giving you more specific thoughts in the days and weeks to come, and we'll be letting you know on Facebook and Twitter and other places like that. So yeah, we hope you're going to like it. We're excited about all the things we got planned for you guys. Thanks.